Yeah, there hasn't been a really like top placing Orion in a very long time. So this should be interesting to see Orion versus Vraxx. Um, I mean, we're gonna see Lances for sure.
That is true, and on King's Pass, nonetheless, Lance is being quite big. Those hitboxes being able to take up the almost the entirety of King's Pass in the center there. Be interesting to see how those players utilize it. LDZ goes in for a dive kick, gets punished by Odin's sidelight in the neutral air, but LDZ going in for a crazy unarmed combo.
LDZ, he's got that Vraxx Dex, gets the guns, gets a good side air, can't get the falling downer, and Odin able to punish with that downlight.
LDZ holding onto the guns, falls off the side of the stage. Odin trying to hit him with that sidelight with the spear, but doesn't connect, and LDZ ends up finding that neutral light, sending a rocket into the deep, deep red.
Downlight again from Odin. Tries to keep it going, but the weapon toss bounces off the soft platforms. Has to switch to the lance. Gets one good recovery. Ooh, tries to read something, but LDZ with that gravity cancel down sig bops Odin and sends him into the sky.
Excellent spacing on that down sig as well, being able to know exactly where that was going to be able to connect to send Odin to his death. Odin goes for a gravity cancel neutral sig, however, that would have completely dominated LDZ's Vraxx in the center of the stage there. LDZ going for the below the stage. Does he have his jumps? He does, and he makes it back to the center.
Odin trying to use that down sig to read or to punish any sort of approach from LDZ. But LDZ a little bit outside of it. Odin, can he make it back? Gets the weapon toss. But LDZ not afraid, wants to keep that pressure on top of Odin and stay on the wall. But Odin with that recovery sends LDZ in the sky. Can he get another recovery? Yes, he can. LDZ taken out.
Wow, 2 recoveries in a row, punishing LDZ's unsafe landing approach and ending the stock, bring it back to an even 2-2. Tosses the lance in the air to punish LDZ's landing, but he ends up getting the dive kick anyways, finds the guns, gets the down air, doesn't get the side air follow-up.
LDZ trying to use that full weapon, spacing all those guns. Odin a little bit outside of it. LDZ spot dodging that neutral air.
Ooh, goes for those down sigs. LDZ loving the down sig on the guns for Lord Vraxx, trying to punish every approach that Odin makes towards a weapon. Hits him with that down air, sends him to the red. Goes for a neutral signature, doesn't connect, and Odin finds himself on the center stage with his pass.
Odin gets the down air, but not able to keep much going afterwards. LDZ trying to keep that pressure on, goes for the chase dodge neutral heavy, trying to uppercut Odin. Ooh. Odin goes for that gravity cancel neutral sig and is out of options. The absolute aggression, ground pounds after ground pounds from LDZ is going to take down Odin.
LDZ being relentless with that offstage pressure, hitting dive kick after dive kick to end up with the ground pound to end Odin's stock. However, Vraxx doesn't have the highest defense, and as you saw there, just one neutral light from that lance sent him into the orange. Odin doing his best to try to get as much damage as he can, but another unarmed combo from LDZ. He is absolutely on fire.
Odin backs up, tries to get the downlight, but this time LDZ is ready for it. Can't get the dares, can't punish that gravity cancel neutral sig this time.
Ooh, and lands with a ground pound into a side sig. Sends LDZ flying, and despite being at such a huge deficit again, Odin evens it up 1-1. What is LDZ going to be able to do with this stock? He's mainly been playing unarmed.
LDZ tries to dare in, but Odin trying to show off his unarmed as well. Both of them currently weaponless, no weapon spawn until just now. LDZ picks up the guns, can't get the dare. And then use those Sayers.
Ooh. Tosses the gun into the bomb, catches them again, but gets punished by Odin's unarmed combat. Odin picks up the lance, tosses it into his head, and gets an excellent pivot downlight to be able to get some damage on the LDZ. There's another side light, doesn't get any follow-up, but he's getting the damage on the LDZ really quickly. Goes for a down sig, LDZ gets the neutral light, goes to that neutral sig punish, but Odin is kind of winning out on these trades.
LDZ backing up, gets another neutral light onto Odin, racking up little bits of damage. If LDZ can keep Odin off of the map like this, I think LDZ's got the advantage. He can punish. Can't get the ground pound.
Doesn't space the ground pound correctly. Odin lands with a side air, sends LDZ flying.
And the ground pound connects.
The ground pound connects, hits him into the top or the bottom of the stage for King's Pass, and ends up ending LDZ's stock. Very close. Odin takes a clutch game with his Orion, and LDZ says, screw this. He's picking Queen Nai.
Going back to the Nai. Odin asking if he can switch mains or switch characters.
I'm going to explain this really quickly to him. One sec. All right, there we go. What Odin was asking is, if you win a match in a best of 3, You have to select your legend first before the opponent counterpicks their legend and their map so that they can get the advantage. So Odin there, if he wanted to switch his characters and he wanted to play Barraza after playing Orion, he needed to do that before LDZ made any decisions himself.
LDZ, though, seemingly unfazed. Gonna just be sticking with Queen Nai regardless. And looks like he wants to play on Blackguard Keep.
And here we go into game 2 of this best of 3. On to Blackguard between LDZ's Queen Nai, which I'm much more used to seeing, and Odin's Barraza. Both players opening with a taunt, being friendly, both being from the same clan. Find a weapon, and Barraza, or Odin finding the axe, LDZ with the spear. LDZ doing a great job of just taking Odin off the map already, however, doing a decent amount of damage and sending him to the orange.
LDZ with this spear pressure tries to read a jump from Odin, but doesn't get it. Gonna juggle Odin into the sky, gets the gravity cancel side sig onto Odin, and has taken next to no damage for it.
Odin struggling to just move in that stock. Now trying to get his bearings, hits him with a little bit of unarmed himself, finds the axe, finds the down air, getting a decent amount of damage on the LDZ, and a side sig to send LDZ flying and disarming him. Both stocks are completely brutal for both players in the opposite directions. There's a side air, sends LDZ flying. Will he be able to end the stock?
LDZ able to get back, picks up the guitars, neutral light, recovery into a side air, but can't keep it going before Odin pops him with a side air of his own.
Ooh, goes for that weapon toss into the ground pound, neither connects. Goes to the gravity cancel down sig, doesn't quite hit either, and LDZ, despite taking all that damage, is in a position to where he can take control of the stock once again.
LDZ with that falling nair, tries to get something off of bounce, but inside of that safe zone, gravity cancel neutral sig gets interrupted by the recovery from Odin.
The recovery from Odin barely saving him there, but there's the side sig from LDZ.
Side sig. He's done so much work with his first stock and isn't done yet. Odin getting into the red, not able to punish with a down sig. LDZ with a neutral light, goes for the side sig to read some sort of down dodge from Odin, not able to get it.
Oh, and despite an excellent comeback when Odin got his second stock,
side sig!
A side sig. Again, ends Odin's stock off the side of the map, and despite LDZ being in the red, he's got a solid 2-stock lead.
Odin went for the gravity cancel down heavy, but not able to do anything with it. Side air will finally finish off LDZ, but he's still got 2 more stocks to work with, and Odin already took some damage on this last stock of his.
Ooh, LDZ punishing Odin very aptly with that side air, staying off the stage without any jumps, but doesn't get the down sig punish, so he can't end the stock. Odin finds himself in the orange, tries to combo up a few neutral layers, and they don't actually work. LDZ hits the recovery and sends Odin into the red.
LDZ gets another side air onto Odin. Are we going to see a gravity cancel signature? Ooh, goes for the slide charge neutral, but Odin able to interrupt it and get back. Down sig not going to work out for Odin.
Ooh, goes for that recovery, but gets punished by a downer of his own. Ends up using that ground pound to be able to stop LDZ from his signature punishes, but LDZ's being relentless with his pressure right now. Even though his signatures aren't landing, he's still taking control of the stock. And there's the side air to slap Odin off the bottom of the stage and take game 2, bring us to game 3 in this winner's quarters match. Let's see what we'll see from Odin, whether or not he'll stick with Barraza or switch up his legend once again.
Will he be switching back to the Orion that he had some success with? Or is he going to be sticking with this Barraza that didn't exactly work out for him? Looks like he's sticking with Barraza. Wants that 8 defense.
Yes, indeed. Holding on to the same legend as before, and they end up going to, what was the map that they decided on?
Mammoth, I believe.
Mammoth Fortress, game 3, between LDZ and Odin.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we go. Odin versus LDZ. LDZ starts off with a cider, but not able to follow up with any sort of unarmed play. Maybe gravity cancel downlight, but doesn't matter because he's got the guitars and is already knocking Odin off the map.
Ooh, but Odin had some excellent patience there, waiting for LDZ to come back, hits him with the recovery, but LDZ ends up dodging in and hits him with that neutral light.
Another cider will keep Odin off the map. LDZ jumping up and down, looking for the side air opportunity. Doesn't need it though, because he's got the side sig opportunity. Gravity cancel not going to work out for him. Odin backs up.
And it hits him with that cider to send him off the side of the stage. Odin in the red, still a decent amount of defense. Goes for the gun toss into the unarmed combat, however. Hits him with the cider. He's getting a decent amount of damage onto LDZ himself. But a few more ciders like that are going to quickly end his stock. Goes for a down signature, doesn't land, gets punished. And Odin's doing a much better job with his first stock this game than he did last game.
Odin looking for the opportunity, but LDZ gets the side sig onto Odin.
And LDZ takes the lead, but this time finds himself in the deep red, which he wasn't in the last stock. Odin finds the guns, goes for a down sig, doesn't connect. I feel like he wants to toss these guns away and go for the axe. It's a lot easier to get and execute with an axe side air than I believe it is with Barraza's guns.
LDZ trying to keep Odin, keep that pressure on top of Odin.
Yeah. LDZ is not really giving Odin an opportunity to use any of Barraza's kill moves on those guns. Just chasing him on the stage, off the stage, hits the down sig, sends him flying to the side. Odin finds an axe, goes for a gravy cancel neutral signature, and gets punished and back into the red.
Oh, and the side sig from LDZ. Just not a moment to breathe. LDZ making it look like Queen Knight isn't slow.
Yeah, that neutral light to neutral signature read on Odin's dodge there was excellent. But still, Odin finds the recovery, kills LDZ off the top, but at what cost? He's still down an entire stock. Holds onto the axe here, and gets a decent amount of damage onto LDZ before LDZ finds a weapon. Still hasn't. He's punishing quite well.
LDZ picking up those Katars. It's gonna be rough for Odin in just a little bit. If LDZ is able to get through, gets a good side air. Can't keep that in air. Keep the pressure, but the side air is gonna knock Odin off, and Odin in a lot of trouble right now. Does he have the jumps? No, he does not.
He does not.
LDZ gonna take him down in the final match 2-1.